Welcome to WiseLink Academy. For today, we're going to be reproducing out the isometric you're seeing at the right corner of the screen. First thing first, our first procedure to draw any isometric is to produce out the isometric axis, right? So doing that with help of my t-square, if I draw a horizontal line downwards this way, right? Hence, if I take my a set square this way, I will draw horizontal line, an inclined line of 30 degree. Also, with same procedure, right? With the same procedure, at this point here too, I will draw the line down. My next task now is that I will place my set square or my t-square this way. I will draw a vertical line upward. This is what we mean by what? Isometric axis. Now, first thing first, for my diagram, I need three things. I need the length, the breadth, and the height. Getting my length from the diagram, as you can see my arrow indicating the length, from this point here to this point 70, which is my length. So I'll measure out 70 with the help of my meter rule. From this point here to this point is 70, right? As you can see. Next up, if you observe closely, my entire breadth is 44. So I'll measure 44. From this point here to this point is 44. As you can see, I have first indicator, second indicator. I need my entire height for that figure is 25. As you can see my arrow indicating. So I'll measure out 25. From this point here to this point is 25. Right? So I have 3 points. Point 1, point 2, and point 3. With these 3 points, I can easily produce out the box at which that figure you are seeing at the right corner of the screen is being gotten out from. So with the help of my set square this way, I'll draw a vertical line upward. As you can see, up to this point here. At this point, a vertical line upward. Next up, I'll take it down this way to touch this line here. Also, take it down this way to touch this. Also, take it down like this. Take it down this way. Also, I will close it up. I have successfully produced out a box at which that figure was gotten from, right? So as you can see in front of you. So my next task now is that I need to follow the instructions. But before I start, let me clean all this unwanted line, all these ones, so that we can see the exact box. Alright, as you can see, here is my exact box. Now, if you observe closely, this box you are seeing in front of you, my first task is that from here to here is ticking, as you can see my arrow indicating. So I will tick in that. That's my first task. I will tick in these 2 parts. So I haven't done that. If you observe closely, from this point here to this one, somewhere here is 32. As you can see my arrow indicating. So I'll measure out 32. 32 from that point. So hence, from this point here, to this point, measure out 32, 31, 32. Now I will take in this point to that point. From here, right, to that point this way. So I have this, right? I have this. So my next task is that I haven't gotten this place ticking and this place ticking. Hence, we are told that the height, listen, at this point here, there's an height of what? 12. So I'll measure out 12. As you can see, my arrow indicating those dimensions. 1.2 is 12. So I will taking it downwards, right? Is it ticking? It's ticking. Actually, that is not that point there. But measure out 1.2. I haven't done that. I'll take my set square this way. At this point here, draw a faint line downward. Also at this point here, I will draw a faint line downward this way. Right? The reason why I did that now, you know why I did that. Now, next up, I will just take this point here. I will take it up. You can see my arrow indicating that point I took up. Right? Also, I need to measure out a distance from 18. As you can see my arrow indicating 18 inward. So measuring out 18, 1.8 will be this. Right? At that point I dotted, I will draw a vertical line upward this way. Hence, I will close these two together to meet each other. Right? And also close this upper part to meet each other. So I have this, as you can see, in front of you. So my next task is that since we said from here to here is 44, let's get the half, the half of distance, which will be 22, right? So 20 to 22 is this at this point. Here's my center point. At that center point, we are told that there is a distance of 25, right? So at the center point, I will divide 25 by 2. That is 12.5. So then with my compass, I will measure 12.5. That is 1.2 at this point to this point. Right? I'll place it at this point here. Strike an arc 1 and another arc 2. So at that arc, this place and this place, I will take with the help of my set square this way. I will take this upward to touch this. Also, at this point, I'll take it upward to touch this. Right? Having done that, this edge here is that edge you are seeing my arrow indicating, and also this edge here is that edge you are seeing my arrow indicating. Now, if you observe, there's a distance, a smaller distance, right, that closes upward this way, but it's not given, right? I can get that by what? Since we said from here to here is 25, as you can see my arrow indicating, and here is what? 16. If I simply minus 25 from 16, 25 minus 16, I will have 9. I will have 9. Therefore, if I want to establish the 9 on this place, I will divide 9 by 2. Divide 9 by 2, I have 4.5. So it simply means I'll measure 4.5 inward. 4.5 is at this point. I will take in it. Also, 4.5 taking this point this way. So I have that. Hence, I will take this man upward. Also, I'll take this guy here upward. So having done that, I will close it up with the help of my meter rule, or perhaps set square. So I have this. So I can easily join these 2 points together, and also join these 2 points here together, as you can see from our diagram. So having considered all this, my next task now is that I will take this point here, this man here, this point here, this point, I will take it inward this way. It has a distance of 18, so I'll measure 18. As you can see my arrow indicating it, 1.8, 18, 1.8, 1.8 is at this point. I will take in it because it is taken, right? So I will ensure to take this point here to this inward. So I will take this to close this up, right? I'll close this up with this, right? Hence, I will also close this up here with this. So I have successfully produced out that guy there. So with the help of my set square again, edge point here, take it inward, such that I will take this one downward to meet that line I drew inward. So hence, I will close it up together. I have this, right? So I will take this one here to touch this way. So we have successfully produced out that figure you are seeing, right? So next up, let's proceed. Before I can proceed, if I observe closely this point here, what I did here, I need to replicate it here. But with the help of my set square, I'll just elongate this point down here and elongate this point here down here too, as you can see. That's my next task. Hence, I can now, if I observe closely, before I extend this point down here, I need to observe something. From this point here, listen, this point here, as you can see, this point here is that point to achieve arrow indicating. So this point here, if you can see the distance of 6, after that 6, a distance of what? 10, because that 10 you are seeing is applicable here to 10. So I'll just measure 16 throughout from this point. So measuring 16, 1.6, 1.6 from here to here is 1.6, right? I'll measure another 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is here, and this is for the 1 here, as you can see. So next up, I will take my set square this way, this guy, this way. I will extend this point here inward, as you can see. So I will take, where for my set square, I'll take this guy down this way, right? I'll take it down this way. Hence, this have shown me the limit at which this will be, right? So I can just stick in this man here and this guy together, such that I'll take this down this way and close these 2 points together this way. So I have that, as you can see. Next task is that if you observe closely, we said that from here to here is 6, and I said from here to here is 10. Why? Because here to somewhere here is 10. As you can see, my arrow indicating those dimensions. From here to here is 10, right? I've taken it. It is taken. So with the help of my actually that 10, this is 10 here. I'll take it downward this way. But if you observe, all this part here is closed down, right? So this is 10. I've done that 10 inward this way. So my next procedure now is that I will use that 10 to draw a square, a box, right? So since we said here to here is 10, also here to here is 10, here to here is 10, and it's thickened, taking it. Also we said here to this point here is 10, but from entire here is thickened. I'll take in all this place here is thickened, but I know this is my the 10th point here, right? So I will take my set square this way. I'll draw a faint line inward, right, such that I will take this point here, I'll draw a faint line, let it go down this way, as you can see, the faint line. So where this point is meeting this, I will close it up, close this from here to here. I'll close it up this way, right? So there's a distance. I'll draw this downward, the thick line this way. Also, I'll draw this with the faint line first, faint line, and I'll take this to join that faint line. Where it meets, I'll take in it, and I'll take in this guy here too. So as you can see what we are doing. So my next task is that since we said the dimension here all throughout here is 10, also here too the same thing is replicated. So I will extend this man down this way, right? I'll measure out 10. So from here to here is 10, 1 centimeter. That's 10 millimeter. So I'll take this one to join this way, right? Also, after I haven't done that, I will take this, right? Also, I will extend the box. I mean, this. I'll take it inward this way. As you can see what we are doing. So, finally, we can now take in this part together. Taking these 2 parts together. Also, I can easily join these 2 points here together this way, as you can see what I'm doing. Also, if you observe very well, actually there's an inward line, also an inward line this way, but the dimension of that inward is not given. Hence, The entire there's a distance of 25 and a 19. So I will simply minus 25 from 19. So if I minus 25 from 19, I will have 6. So it simply means I'll measure 3 here and 3 here. So I will measuring out 3. From here to here is 3. I'll taking it. From here to this point here to is 3. I'll taking it. So having done that successfully, I will take my set square this way and taking this together. Also, I'll close this and take this out together. So I can now close the back this way and close the back of this way. So we have successfully replicated out that figure you are seeing at the right corner of the screen. So our next task is to dimension. So doing my dimension, I'll be having this. So we have successfully replicated out that figure you are seeing in isometric projection. If you have found this class helpful, do not forget to click on the subscription button and like. Thank you. Welcome to WAEC Link Academy.